An armed conflict erupted between Israel and Hamas-led Palestinian militant groups in October 2023, primarily focused in the Gaza Strip, but also involving clashes in the West Bank and along the Israel-Lebanon Golan Heights border. It marked the fifth war of the Gaza-Israel conflict since 2008 and was the most significant military engagement in the region since the Yom Kippur War 50 years earlier. The conflict began when Hamas-led militants launched a surprise attack on Israel, resulting in casualties on both sides and leading to a large-scale Israeli military response, including airstrikes and a ground invasion. The toll on civilians, particularly in Gaza, was severe, with thousands killed, many more displaced, and infrastructure severely damaged. The conflict triggered international protests, primarily in support of Palestine, with criticisms of Israel's actions and allegations of war crimes. Israel received support from traditional Western allies, while the conflict also saw attacks on American military bases and other repercussions in the Middle East. Following the significant conflict between Israel and Hamas in 2023, tensions over the Israeli-Palestinian issue spilled onto American soil, particularly evident in the escalating protests at Columbia University. Earlier this year, students breached and occupied a university building, prompting administration warnings of potential campus disruptions. This situation, rooted in the broader conflict overseas, saw some students occupying Hamilton Hall while others advocated for their removal. Panelists engaged in discussions about the implications of such actions, highlighting concerns about disruptions to education, the importance of protecting free speech, and the potential necessity of intervention by authorities. Additionally, Mayor Eric Adams of New York City addressed the situation, underscoring the NYPD's involvement in two operations at Columbia University and CUNY. He emphasized the presence of outside agitators, including some with connections to terrorism, while stressing the need for unity and dialogue amidst rising tensions. Mayor Adams also acknowledged the concerning increase in anti-Semitic and hate crimes, emphasizing the importance of safeguarding cities from radicalization efforts. The deep political divisions in the United States have become increasingly apparent, extending beyond specific events like the protests at Columbia University. The aftermath of the 2020 presidential election, notably the storming of the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021, by supporters of then-President Donald Trump, exemplifies this polarization. Their attempt to overturn the election results, which Trump had lost to Joe Biden, resulted in violence, destruction, and multiple deaths, leading to Trump's second impeachment by the House of Representatives. These events underscore the profound rifts within American society, where supporters of both Trump and Biden express fears that victory for the opposing side would inflict lasting harm. Studies from organizations like the Pew Research Center highlight the widening gap between Democrats and Republicans on issues spanning the economy, racial justice, and climate change. This polarization is mirrored in other democracies grappling with cultural conflicts, economic anxieties, and the ascent of populist movements. In the United States, partisan media, social media algorithms, and entrenched ideological, racial, and religious divides exacerbate these divisions. With the electoral system often reducing debates to a binary struggle, compromise becomes elusive, consolidating societal tensions into two opposing camps. Despite calls for leadership that addresses the needs of all citizens, structural constraints within the political system and the influence of technology platforms continue to fuel polarization, challenging democratic governance and national unity. Judy Woodruff's documentary, America at a Crossroads, airing on PBS NewsHour, delves into the state of the nation by capturing the voices of everyday Americans. Woodruff embarked on this project in January, seeking to understand the deep divisions plaguing the country. Throughout her journey spanning 11 months, 14 states, and 21 reports, she encountered efforts to bridge the partisan gap, but was dismayed by the prevailing division and hostility. From Sagertown, Pennsylvania, where a community rifted over book bans and race discussions in schools, to Cleveland, where individuals in the bridging group Braver Angels challenged political stereotypes, Woodruff witnessed firsthand the impact of political rhetoric on local dynamics. The decline of trust in institutions, exacerbated by polarized voices dominating news cycles, further complicates the landscape. As the nation enters an election year, Woodruff remains committed to amplifying diverse perspectives and seeking answers to heal the fractures tearing communities apart. The Simpsons, a renowned animated show known for its satirical take on societal issues, has also delved into the topic of division and conflict in America. In the episode Much Apu About Nothing, Season 7, Episode 23, Springfield grapples with Proposition 24, which sparks controversy over illegal immigration and threatens to deport Apu Nahasapimapetalon and other undocumented immigrants. This storyline explores themes of tolerance, immigration policy, and cultural assimilation, mirroring real-world debates. Similarly, in The Day the Earth Stood Cool, Season 24, Episode 7, the show satirizes gentrification as a trendy couple's arrival disrupts the harmony of traditional Springfield residents, reflecting tensions between different cultural and socio-economic groups. Furthermore, Two Cars in Every Garage and Three Eyes on Every Fish, Season 2, Episode 4, provides commentary on political campaigns and the influence of money in elections, with Mr. Burns's gubernatorial bid against Mary Bailey highlighting the absurdities of political advertising and the power dynamics between the wealthy elite and ordinary citizens. Through these episodes, The Simpsons offers a satirical glimpse into potential future scenarios of chaos and division within America, echoing real-world concerns and dynamics. The United States is facing significant divisions driven by a mix of factors. Political differences are growing, fueled by media bias and identity politics. Economic inequality is making things worse, especially for marginalized groups. Social media spreads misinformation and extremist views, deepening divides. Cultural clashes over immigration, race, and gender add to the tension. Trust in institutions is declining, leaving people feeling disconnected. To overcome these challenges, we need to promote open conversations and understanding among all groups. As individuals, we have the power to address social division and work towards unity. By actively listening to diverse perspectives and engaging in respectful dialogue, we can build bridges instead of barriers. Seeking out reliable information and supporting inclusive initiatives can contribute to positive change. Leading with kindness, compassion, and tolerance in our interactions can foster understanding and strengthen our communities. Spiritual understandings often emphasize principles like compassion, empathy, love, and interconnectedness. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or prayer can help individuals cultivate inner peace and clarity. When people are centered and calm, they are better equipped to respond to challenges with wisdom and compassion. Encouraging open and respectful dialogue among individuals with differing perspectives can help bridge divides. Listening with an open heart and mind, without judgment or defensiveness, fosters understanding and empathy, while also fostering forgiveness and reconciliation. Forgiveness can be a powerful tool for healing wounds and resolving conflicts. Encouraging forgiveness, both of oneself and others, can contribute to reconciliation and unity. Engaging in service and social action. Taking action to address social injustices and alleviate suffering can bring people together in a common cause. Service to others fosters a sense of unity and shared purpose. Recognizing oneness and interconnectedness. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the interconnectedness of all beings in the universe. Recognizing our common humanity and shared destiny can inspire compassion, cooperation, and unity. Promoting love and kindness. Love is often seen as a unifying force that transcends divisions and differences. Acts of kindness, generosity, and love can create ripple effects that contribute to a more harmonious and unified world. Seeking wisdom and guidance. Turning to spiritual teachings, scriptures, or wise elders for guidance can provide insights and perspectives that help navigate challenging times with grace and resilience. By embodying these principles and practices in our daily lives, we can contribute to building a more unified and compassionate world, even in the face of division and chaos. Let's strive to come together in unity, embracing our differences as strengths rather than sources of conflict. Together, we can create a more inclusive and harmonious society for all.